马太福音第17章 Matthew chapter 17。 过了6天，耶稣带着彼得、雅各和雅各的兄弟约翰暗暗地上了高山，就在他们面前变了形象，脸面明亮如日头，衣裳洁白如光。忽然有摩西、以利亚向他们显现，同耶稣说话。彼得对耶稣说：“主啊，我们在这里真好，你若愿意，我就在这里搭3座棚，一座为你，一座为摩西，一座为以利亚。”说话之间，忽然有一朵光明的云彩遮盖他们，且有声音从云彩里出来说：“这是我的爱子，我所喜悦的，你们要听他。”门徒听见，就伏伏在地，极其害怕。耶稣近前来摸他们，说：“起来，不要害怕。”他们举目不见一人，只见耶稣在那里。下山的时候，耶稣吩咐他们说：“人子还没有从死里复活，你们不要将所看见的告诉人。”门徒问耶稣说：“文士为什么说以利亚必须先来？”耶稣回答说：“以利亚固然先来，并要复兴万事，只是我告诉你们，以利亚已经来了，人却不认识他，竟任意待他。人子也将要这样受他们的害。”门徒这才明白耶稣所说的是指着施洗的约翰。After 6 days, Jesus took with him Peter, James, and John, the brother of James, and led them up a high mountain by themselves. There he was transfigured before them. His face shone like the sun, and his clothes became as white as the light. Just then there appeared before them Moses and Elijah, talking with Jesus. Peter said to Jesus, "Lord, it is good for us to be here. If you wish, I will put up 3 shelters, one for you, one for Moses, and one for Elijah." While he was still speaking, a bright cloud enveloped them, and a voice from the cloud said, "This is my son, whom I love. With him I am pleased. Listen to him." When the disciples heard this, they fell face down to the ground, terrified. But Jesus came and touched them. "Get up," he said. "Don't be afraid." When they looked up, they saw no one except Jesus. As they were coming down the mountain, Jesus instructed them, "Don't tell anyone what you have seen, until the Son of Man has been raised from the dead." The disciples asked him, "Why then do the teachers of the law say that Elijah must come first?" Jesus replied, "To be sure, Elijah comes and will restore all things. But I tell you, Elijah has already come, and they did not recognize him, but have done to him everything they wished. In the same way, the Son of Man is going to suffer at their hands." Then the disciples understood that he was talking to him about John the Baptist. 耶稣和门徒到了众人那里，有一个人来见耶稣，跪下说：“主啊，怜悯我的儿子，他害癫痫的病很苦，屡次跌进火里，屡次跌进水里。我带他到你门徒那里，他们却不能医治他。”耶稣说：“哎，这又不信又悖谬的世代哦！我在你们这里要到几时呢？我忍耐你们要到几时呢？把他带到我这里来吧。”耶稣斥责那鬼，鬼就出来，从此孩子就痊愈了。门徒暗暗地到耶稣跟前说：“我们为什么不能赶出那鬼呢？”耶稣说：“是因你们的信心小。我实在告诉你们，你们若有信心，像一粒芥菜种，就是对那座山说：你从这边挪到那边，它也必挪去，并且你们没有一件不能做的事了。至于这一类鬼，若不祷告禁食，他就不出来。”他们还住在加利利的时候，耶稣对门徒说：“人子将要被交在人手里，他们要杀害他，第3天他要复活。”门徒就大大的忧愁。When they came to the crowd, a man approached Jesus and knelt before him. "Lord, have mercy on my son," he said. "He has seizures and is suffering greatly. He often falls into the fire or into the water. I brought him to your disciples, but they could not heal him." "You unbelieving and perverse generation," Jesus replied, "how long shall I stay with you? How long shall I put up with you? Bring the boy here to me." Jesus rebuked the demon, and it came out of the boy, and he was healed from that moment. Then the disciples came to Jesus in private and asked, "Why couldn't we drive it out?" He replied, "Because you have so little faith. I tell you the truth, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, 'Move from here to there,' and it will move. Nothing will be impossible for you." When they came together in Galilee, he said to them, "The Son of Man is going to be betrayed into the hands of men. They will kill him, and on the 3rd day he will be raised to life." And the disciples were filled with grief. 到了加百农，有收丁税的人来见彼得说：“你的先生不纳丁税吗？”彼得说：“纳。”他进了屋子，耶稣先向他说：“西门，你的意思如何？世上的君王向谁征收关税、丁税？是向自己的儿子呢，是向外人呢？”彼得说：“是向外人。”耶稣说：“既然如此，儿子就可以免税了，但恐怕触犯他们。你且往海边去钓鱼，把先钓上来的鱼拿起来，开了它的口，必得1块钱，可以拿去给他们，做你我的税银。” After Jesus and his disciples arrived in Capernaum, the collectors of the 2 drachma tax came to Peter and asked, "Doesn't your teacher pay the temple tax?" "Yes, he does," he replied. When Peter came into the house, Jesus was the first to speak. "What do you think, Simon?" he asked. "From whom do the kings of the earth collect duty and taxes? From their own sons or from others?" "From others," Peter answered. "Then the sons are exempt." Jesus said to them, "But so that we may not offend them, go to the lake and throw out your line. Take the first fish you catch, open its mouth, and you will find a 4-drachma coin. Take it and give it to them for my tax and use."